You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the waves can stay. I wanna change a thing, 'cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Oh yeah, still feels right. 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 Oh yeah.
Audio.
No audio.
Honestly, it's not a Drone's live stream if there's no like audio, like no audio issues.
This
right?
is true.
Goes smooth.
Oh, it's on now. It's on now.
I was going to say, who's
Yeah.
feeding back?
Keep it
Oh,
down.
mate.
Oh, 'cause it's gonna
Who's what?
Someone's feeding back, aren't they? Hey!
Hey, there we go.
Everybody's got it. It's not our fault that we've like coming out of retirement.
It's on now.
Yeah. Anyway, Jav, you're older than me,
How old are you?
younger than you,
Yeah. How old are you?
younger than you.
How old?
No, because whatever number I'm going to say, you're just going to pick a number lower and just like gloat on it, aren't you? You
Yeah.
go first.
I'm 40.
Shut your face.
Fuck off.
Why? What do you think I am?
38 and a half.
What?
Yeah.
Steve, hang on a minute. How old are you, Steve?
This video is no longer monetized.
Yeah.
How old do I look?
That's not the question, because that's like...
32. 32.
No, he's had his 40th.
Mm-hmm.
You have, haven't you? You've had your 40th.
I'm nearly 42.
42, yeah.
42 in April.
Well, I'm reevaluating the situation. So Malk is older than me. Malk's got to be older than me.
I feel really old.
Come on, how old are you, Shane? How old are you?
No, I need to do Malk's first.
No. You've heard mine. So now we've got to hear yours.
What do you think?
Whoa. 41.
Oh, I love you.
I need more parts, Shane. 39 if a day, mate. 39 if a day.
Oh, like some Hypno. I'm 45.
Here, smell this.
45.
Jesus. Go on, Malk.
47 this year.
You
so
got to think
46.
about it. See, that's when you know you're old, because you've got to think about your own age.
Yeah.
Shit's gone south when you got to think about your own age.
I've got 10 of them in.
Jen, you're 54, apparently.
On what?
54.
54. That's what he said in the chat.
Guys at Ready or Media.
Yeah. Bastards. Cheers, Jim. And Gavin. Bastards. They're nice to me, those guys, really are. Because I put up with comments like that every day. He'll phone me later just to gloat on the fact that I'm 54. And And I'm with Gavin all day tomorrow, so no doubt I'll be 54 all day tomorrow. Just saying. Anyway, we're live eventually. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very delayed. Is delayed a thing these days? A delayed episode, is that a thing? Retirement, out of retirement episode. Is that even a thing? Out of COVID episode. I don't know. That
No, not out of COVID yet.
Definitely demonetised this episode now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Episode of Drone's Life Live. We are joined by almost the team. I think we're missing George, actually. George said he was going to come on, but he's not here.
Yeah, George is in chat.
He is in the chat. He did say he was going to come on. So we are joined by Jab.
Yo-yo.
Have you got a yo-yo?
I don't actually.
I was going to
see
3D print one the other day, actually. Never mind. We're joined by Luke. We're joined by the Scottish dude. He doesn't speak, he just waves, doesn't he? We're joined.
Good evening.
We're joined by Daniel.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, really? And most importantly, we're joined by Kelsey and Malk.
Hi.
See that with there's no messing around with Kelsey. You know where you are with Kelsey and Malk. It's just bang out of the gate. I honestly thought I was going to be really rusty at this, and I am.
Yeah, you are.
Like really rusty. Right, most important thing first. What were you drinking this evening?
I was drinking orange squash because I'm driving home tonight.
I'm going to guess Stephen's on JD and Coke.
Yeah, that
Nice.
solid
So
choice.
there you go. Kelsey's on Coke.
Rum and Coke.
Rum? Of course.
Oh,
No, she's
Rum
up.
and
She's
Coke.
up.
good enough now, isn't she?
We haven't
Look
done a show
out.
for that long. She's now of the age.
I'm 18. You can drive. Yeah.
She drives. Everybody else in Warrington is now off the road.
Yeah. Or got insurance claims pending.
I would say I'm a good driver.
She is a good driver.
Thank you.
You've got a private plate as well, Kels, haven't you?
Mhm.
And what's the private
Yeah.
plate?
Hey,
Something
11
like
FPV.
Ooh, posh, very posh. What are you drinking, Milk?
I am drinking ginger beer and rum.
Ooh.
I know
That'd be
you
an interesting
have to
combo.
try it.
Yeah.
That's a distinctive drink for an owner of a Tesla.
Absolutely. Battery powered.
Battery powered
Nice.
away. Which
You
Tesla is it?
Model 3.
Oh, right, okay. I for some reason I thought you had a.
A Model S.
Yeah, I thought you had a Model S for some reason.
The S and the 3.
They look very similar. The
They
Model
do
3
look
is
very
just
similar. Don't they?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you got yourself a P100.
the speedy boy.
No.
No, there's still chances of us beating him then in a race.
I got a new car. I now drive the oldest, like the old man car. Basically, I've got a Wham estate, a Wham Mazda estate,
Yeah.
just to tow with for like towing
A
gliders.
Wham!
Much.
I didn't know George Michael had a Mazda.
No,
It's got lots of glitter all
It's
over
very
it.
large. It's very big. It's a Mazda 6
So long.
estate.
Jab, what you drinking?
It's a Wham car.
I'm on the good old H2O.
Why?
Because I could be drinking
It's a
beer,
school
but
night, isn't it?
At what
Yeah.
point are you gonna like?
School night.
I mean, what's next? You're gonna come out of the closet?
That's
No.
it, he's broken.
it would take a lot more beer than that.
Daniel, what you on?
Strongbow.
Junior, don't know. What you on?
He's on
Strongbow.
Strongbow.
It's not. Oh,
He said it.
the problem is his
Northern
accent is
Light,
like,
it's
I don't
Strongbow.
know. It sounded like a strong ball. I don't know. It's the same thing. I am on the Mascal this evening.
Ooh.
It was a bad choice because it's
In home.
it's beating me up left, right, and centre. So anyway, how has the last year been for everybody? Rough, good,
Busy.
bad. Oh, there's a thumb down from Kels.
I'd also say the general thumb down until like 2
Oh.
months ago.
Sure.
Jazz was an obvious one down because he's in the school business, and they've been out of business more times than I can count.
No, that's it. They haven't stopped, mate. That's the trouble. Even during the holidays, they were still open. It's like that sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you have to look after the frontline children and stuff like this, or children of frontline workers and things. So. Yeah.
You say frontline. All I hear is like the drops I give my cats for fleas.
Frontline.
Yeah.
Or unusually warm weather. Yeah, epidemic of fleas, man. Is sweeping out there.
Yeah. Because I think out of all of us, the king of workers out of all of us has been Malk. Because he's like
it's
been
just a
non-stop
badger.
for like COVID and everything.
Haven't stopped. Not had a day off. Not had a proper holiday. Not stopped.
What? Not even on the
Just like
first
God.
one.
No.
Not even on the first lockdown.
He was working for he was classified because pressure washers are classed as a key service, aren't they? Sterilising stuff and washing things down.
We actually didn't do anything apart from send out like mail order stuff. But we didn't stop.
Because
Wow.
everybody went into
All
lockdown
the
and everybody
staff-
needs
all
to
the
wash their
staff went
car.
off, but there was just me and 2 other lads and didn't stop. Absolutely shattered.
Hardcore.
I'm in bed normally at 9 o'clock every night. Although I wake up early.
See, the first
After doing
lockdown,
all
I
those
just
bloody TikToks.
yeah. Oh, that was my ring.
Slicing cucumbers up.
Sorry, Ice Cube. Right. Not recently, a couple of months now, I've been into TikTok. It's taken me a little while to get into TikTok. And
Yeah.
have you seen? I mean, I've watched all sorts of crap on TikTok.
It's just soft porn.
No.
That's all I've seen on there. Soft porn. Lots and
Lovely
lots and lots of
jubbly.
soft porn.
Well, yeah, kind of. Have you seen the latest one where you get a girl and she has a ring light
Oh.
and they put it over their head? Oh, Steve's going to do it.
Put it up.
And then when it comes back over, they're like
Half naked.
half naked. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
No, the only one
No,
I've seen
they're
is,
not on
is,
my For You page.
Steve doing that one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought I got
No.
I tried that one as well. Anyway, I thought that it's not a bad idea. So, in light of tonight's show, I created one.
No, don't do it, Shane. No one needs to see.
He's bringing it in from his draft.
Dressed.
Well,
How much does Shane have to drink tonight already?
Um,
Because
I haven't been monitoring him, so I don't know.
Cameras off.
we're this far down the bottle, look. Anyway,
He's going to start spamming his OF account in a minute.
so I've created one, and I thought I'd do a premiere
What?
tonight.
An OnlyFans account.
No,
Created.
of this ring down the back of the head, and then coming forth again. Look at Jam's face.
When you start talking about your ring and doing stuff, I'm thinking, no, we don't. Nobody needs to see this.
So anyway, do you want to see my attempt?
You have to.
You know you want to. Can you see the screen? Because that's the only way you're going to see it.
Are we gonna have to wait 20 seconds?
Yep.
It won't, it'll be a little bit. It ain't gonna be that long though. You ready?
Yeah.
I love you for infinity.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that start.
oh, so it's
Such a small ring.
why are we so far behind? Oh, there we go.
Is that an apex?
no, it's an alien.
That's all. That's
How about
about
See?
Yeah.
And you thought I was gonna get naked?
Yeah.
I won't put it
I'm
past you.
worried for a
surprised.
second then, Shane.
I have thought about doing one of those, just like plain clothes, daft hat, whatever, and then ring light, and then into full FPV mode with goggles and whatever.
But my other problem was I was
I just
gonna
couldn't be bothered.
I was gonna do a second one, like Stephen did. He put his hand through his Well, my ring, as you can see, is quite small, so my hand won't go through it. So I was kind of stuck to things that could go through it. And I thought,
No, stop.
best not.
No, that's an idea.
Oh, that
Taking a
hurts.
turn.
Jam, if only you could see your face, it's priceless.
I'm resisting so many comments. I think just have a hot bath, Shane, you'll be fine.
Why? Cold showering. I was tempted to do it with a courgette because that fitted. Don't look like that. Oh dear. You're right there, Cass.
So stupid.
Well, I try. I'll try my best to do these things, for the viewers.
I think you peaked at Jamiroquai and that's downhill from there.
Oh, do you remember all the moon boot things I did on Instagram? Because one of them was Jamiroquai as well, wasn't it?
Brilliant.
Oh dear, that was quite funny. That there is water leaking from the eyes. Oh yeah. Well, happy days. So nobody else has made a video like that, then?
Nope.
Awesome.
I
Why
have
don't
not
we-
made a single. Actually, no, I lie. I've made one TikTok in my life.
I'm on TikTok, but I haven't posted to TikTok.
I've
did-
posted a couple things, but the last two things I posted were Oakley, so.
I didn't
excited.
even post the thing I made. I just I'm pretty sure I put it on my Instagram story, but didn't put it on TikTok.
Oh dear. I need to calm down after that. Was just too much funny stuff. On top of that, also Kelsey is now one of the major faces of Aquaspray.
Oh yeah.
I do machine services.
Yep. If you have your lip pierced,
Yeah. It's got a ring in it like a barbell.
because it's so small on the screen, it just looks like, I don't know.
Oh no! Oh no!
Why are rings popping up left, right, and centre?
Rings are
Sponge.
Leave me alone! What the hell? You know why that is? I haven't washed my face because we had no hot water for a week.
Yeah, boiler was.
We
Was it
won't
that
get
really
into
cold
it.
weather?
No.
That we
Such
had.
a bad December already so far.
To be fair,
fucking
mine's been
fun.
relatively quiet.
Ooh, don't jinx it. Don't
No,
jinx
it's been
it.
relatively quiet, December. December's been chilled. I've had time to do some editing and do some projects and stuff, and it's been chill. I've been at home. I've been home for December, and I am home until January next year.
Been at home pretty much since I started. I started a new job, so I left my job at Royce's and started at BAE because COVID and that was horrible at Royce's and no work. So I moved up north. I'm now living in Preston, well, near Preston, not in Preston, but yeah.
So-
and I've been working from home for the last sort of month and a half, 2 months since I started. But we're going into the training school. I think in I want to say when it's after New Year we're going in.
So we're not going to see your sister walk in the background at any point, no?
No, I remember when that was.
She might come in this time, but she'll come in with a sign with her telephone number on it.
Oh dear.
But the
It's
new
still
job's
gliding,
going okay.
Luke.
Say again.
Huh?
Luke. He's still on the glider.
Yeah,
Still doing fancy work.
still doing all that. Yeah, I got my glider flying and stuff. So, just flying that really whenever I can. Probably next time I do it'll be I think late January. There's a junior event organised where loads of people meet up and do it for a weekend. So
Wicked.
should get some. I'm planning on taking some quads though. And do you guys know Dan Weston? It's the guy that came on. He was on the stream. He wasn't on the stream, but he was in the chat last year at some point. I believe he won something on one of the giveaways. But he's both the pilot, FPV pilot, and glider pilot, and I think he's the British aerobatic champion of one of the years, and he's going to go to this event and stuff. So Me and him are going to get an Airbnb and stuff, and
He's
so
in
we're
chat.
like camping in January. Is it? Oh, he's back again. There he
Right.
is.
Oh, there he is back again. I did notice that Numsco in the chat who won some Never Motors last time we did a giveaway said that they're cracking.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Trouble's
He's made
here.
it.
Oi, oi.
Who's here? Do we need trouble?
George.
Oh, is it George? Is it? It's George.
George Crash.
George the jungle. Watch out for the tree. Well, whilst he's loading, shall we watch one of George's videos? There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
get on.
the only one who's actually flying.
There he is. He's loading. There he is.
Bono.
Oh, I think I've seen this one.
That is,
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah, I've
it. Yeah.
seen this. This is good.
You've played this one on the stream before. I like this one.
Bounce on the trampoline.
Oh, and he's gone.
He's left it. He's
I bet it's ESC for
scared him off.
cooking after that.
Yeah, I bet it was. I bet his motors were toasty hot. Anyway, on the note of Numskull winning some motors last year, must have been last year.
It would have been last year.
Yeah,
on
it must have
stream.
been last year. Yeah, definitely last year. So the scene we're going to do some more giveaways.
Giveaways.
What we have up for grab is 2 sets of X-Nova motors. And these are the latest in the racing line. These are the 2207 2050 KVs that Sol and Harry Holmes are all running at the moment. These are the latest and the greatest. So we've got 2 sets of these to give away. And to enter, let me call this up. I will put it up on the screen now. So if you go to the website, there is a link on the website which you go in, fill in the form, answer a question, and then at the end of next week we will reveal the winner, or 2 winners, shall I say, for 2 sets, for a set each of X-Nova motors. So on the homepage, fill in there is a question. It's a multiple choice question. You need to know your noggin, and you can win a set of X-Nova motors.
What does FPV stand for?
No, wait, the opposite. What doesn't FPV stand for?
Yeah.
BLT. So there you go. So yeah, if you want to win a set of X-Nova motors, go to the website or see the link on the bottom of the screen. It's down there. And you can answer the questions, fill in your details, and you could be a lucky winner. There you go.
Me making new Droneislife accounts.
Hey? Weirdo. Anyway, Jab, what have you been up to? Other than working, because the last time I flown with you was
In the woods. Few
October.
months. Yeah.
Borator Reservoir, wasn't it?
That was, yeah. Well, we were fighting for a location.
Yeah.
Because everyone was so bloody busy.
It's because nobody was at work.
Yeah. Not much, just been doing chasing the drift cars and stuff like that. Haven't been doing much flying outside of that. But yeah, still loving it. Still doing good.
Still living
The reverb finally died.
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
I was expecting a Gem fan plug at some point.
Yeah. Gimp fan plug.
Wait for
Place your bets, people.
Wait for it. Go on, it's coming up.
What's
You know
that?
it's Nothing. Go on.
Carry on.
No, just bits of the reverb. This met, I think, in total 4 grass track racing cars, banger racing. It went under. Well, it went over 1, under 2, over 1, under another one. It crashed. It started in the bottom corner. This is a big oval track. It started in the bottom corner and I picked up all the bits in the complete opposite other corner. So yeah, that was not so good.
Beautiful.
But it happens.
Yeah, but how old is that frame now? How long have you had that frame?
It's got me 4 years. I reckon.
It's had
Well, yeah, and the
12
frame still
arms,
survived.
2 top plates, 3 bottom plates, but it's the same frame. Yeah?
Yeah, same phrase. Yeah, it's like everything's been replaced about 4 times. But, no, because you only gave me 2, so I've only had spares from 1 frame to keep this one going, and I've finally run out of parts now.
Yeah.
So I did well for 4 years.
That's good. That's good stuff. I mean, every supplier that I speak to now, everything's up in the air. So, like when I speak to Impulse, because the reason, like, you go to almost every website and Impulse is out of stock wherever you go. But when I log in the back end at dealer to order my stuff,
You're in the bag.
yeah, absolutely. And the back button's next to my ring.
Yeah, I've enjoyed that one.
So yeah, so like there are certain parts of the frame that are on back order until like March next year. And I don't understand why. It's like the Apex, all the circuit board stuff that comes with the Apex, the OSD boards and stuff that come with the Apex body kits, because of the chip shortages, are no longer available. Which is really weird. So you don't want to kind of half order parts of a frame and not be able to sell a complete frame to somebody. So people just not ordering them at the moment because you just can't get them. You can get arms, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
But the Attos are going. You still get Attos, can't you?
Yeah. You still get the neutrinos.
Because since then I've been flying that prototype neutrino. And yeah, it absolutely kicks ass. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I don't know why I didn't swap to it sooner. Because you're flying this reverb. It's like 1.5 tons everywhere. I mean, it's a beautiful frame and it's done me so well. But yeah, neutrino, I think that's my new go-to.
That's your new go-to.
The go-to. Old faithful.
I mean, to be honest, my go-to frame is a Steez. I've Steez everywhere. I've got...
As long as you cleaned up after you.
Yeah. I knew that was coming, you dirty boy. But Stephen's got one, See, Steve's got one.
Get on.
This is my go-to.
And that's the...
These.
Project 399 Steez.
Nice. It's a good-looking beast.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, mine is... There you go, there's mine. Look.
Nice.
But I've got 6 of these all ready to go, all identical to that. Let me cover up my my operator idea. As I spin it around. Except for one of them, which is a little bit different, and I showed Steve this the other day.
Why have you got 6 of the same?
Because this is what I use for filming, so I have a backup for a backup for a backup and a backup and a backup and a backup.
Because she fancy.
That's fair.
And the thing is, I'm over prepared for wherever I go, and I haven't broken a single one yet.
Ooh! Why'd you say it? Why did you say it? You're gonna need. Yeah, you're gonna need 7 now.
You're gonna need that 7th squad.
Yeah.
But this one.
Why didn't I build the 7th?
This one's a little bit special. So if you look at the pod, how it's squared off. Well, if I show you the other one again,
That one's less
where the
less
FPV camera is.
Less aerodynamic?
Is that that new DJI FPV camera that does like 6K or something?
No. So it's less aerodynamic, but the whole thing. So basically, I have on my GoPro, I have a lens protector on the lens, but it has a water repellent stroke mud repellent coating on it.
Nice.
So if anything gets splashed on it, it just instantly beads off. No matter, like, down to like 5 miles an hour, it will still bead. But everything I'm filming at the moment, it's over water. So all the electronics are conformal coated, including the Vista, so they can get wet as many times as they like. It's fine. but a way to clear the water off the FPV camera is kind of hard. And you can't put Rain-X or anything on the FPV lens because it just looks foggy. So what I've done is when I've ordered one of these GoPro protector lenses, they obviously come with the spare, and I've redesigned the canopy over the FPV camera so that I can slide in one of those GoPro protectors across the front of the lens.
Slide thing, yeah. That's cool.
So that one I took to Tyree, and we were filming the Tyree Wave Classic. It was it's a windsurfing competition, and it's not. When I say windsurfing, it's not the slalom one around flags and stuff. It's the actual windsurfing competition.
Ah, cool.
And I was literally chasing them through the waves. But yeah, loads of time it literally just got water like bang over the lens and everything. It made no difference to it whatsoever.
Smooth. That's handy.
Yeah.
Well, for those in the chat that are keen to understand how he maintains his equipment, he uses this stuff.
Absolutely, Bob. Jab has a can of that, and he still hasn't used it, have you?
I still haven't used it. It's mint. I still do have it. I bet it's got no gas in it anymore. It's just liquid in there now. I'll use it one day.
That stuff is amazing.
It is. I tested it out. It's pretty decent.
It's
Have
like
you used it in that anger, Steve?
Yeah.
Nice. And it survived.
Fight my way out a tree into a puddle.
Ooh.
And it works.
and it works.
No smoke, no nothing.
I mean, this is the point. This is how extreme I used it. So every day on set in Tyree, obviously 6 a.m. on a beach, getting ready to film, and we were there until literally sunset. So we were there until 5 o'clock in the evening. So I flew like 60, 70 packs a day, FPV. Like,
get on.
Brutal amount of flying. To the point where my eyes were hurting because of the goggles. So, and it, like, first thing when we turned up at 6, sunrise was at 7, because I'll be charging and stuff, and I had this kind of like shipping container to myself with a Jenny outside. And I literally, as soon as I got there, I pulled that quad out, grab that spray and just douse it. All the electronics in that spray. And just leave it on the side for like 5 minutes. And then plug a battery in, off I go. And it was, it had been through the back spray of waves. It had been, I landed it. I came out to land at one point, actually, do you know, like the shallow puddles you get halfway up the beach. Mm-hmm. My battery was so low once, it just like tumbled it into one of those. And just sat there in soaked water. And I literally just changed the pack and off I went.
Nice.
And it just didn't care. And then when we got back to our accommodation in the evening, because we had showers there. We had no baths, we just had showers. I'd take it in the shower with me just to get the soap water off.
I've never heard of anyone showering. That is a
I literally get in the shower,
experience.
pick my cord up and just hold it against the nozzle and just rinse it off. Like get the soap water off and just throw it out of the shower and onto the floor whilst I've finished my shower. And then like the next day, literally just plug it in and off we go again.
That's brilliant.
It's just amazing stuff.
You have to recoat it, Shane.
Say again?
Do you have to recoat it?
No.
Is it one spray, that's it, done?
Well, it's one spray, and then I tend to recoat mine like once a month, depending on how much I use.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter if you get it like in the USB port. It doesn't stop connectivity. You can fill up the XT60 connector. It won't cause that not to connect. I coat my balance cable on my LiPo batteries because it stops them from shorting out. Just literally just drain your quad in it, and it smells amazing.
Slight addiction coming on there.
Steve, have you smelt it yet?
I haven't even opened it.
No. Steve, have you smelt yours?
I
Here we go,
sprayed
we're
it outside.
sniffing live.
I did it outside because, you know.
It
Sprays
smells
and stuff.
amazing. It's like if they made a car freshener of that, I'd buy it every day of the week. It's utterly brilliant. So yeah, everything I do, because I didn't plan it, but everything I've done as part of a film shoot or an event that I've been filming the last year has always been over water. And now people have branded me as being able to fly over water literally in the middle of nowhere. And we've taken taking off and landing from a 7-meter rib in the middle of bloody nowhere.
Get on, that's plenty of space.
It's not.
It's the landing that's a problem. The taking off isn't a problem.
It's not. The landing's the easy part. You just come and nose in to the front of into the front of the rib. You've got 7 meters just to hit that disarm switch and get. They give you a spotter that is literally just sat at the edge of the rib like that, trying to catch it.
Nice.
It comes in.
They got an angling net just to catch it.
Yeah, nice.
Hey Shane, do you use anything about floating device for it?
I do. Hang on, 2 seconds. Let me grab it.
He's gone to the garage to bring the boat in.
Yeah.
So, do you know the float from Baywatch, right? No, I'm joking. Floats. So, do you know the foam floats you get for kids? They hold it out in front of them when they're swimming.
Pool. Yeah.
So I have one of those.
Yeah.
It's
Basically,
making
it
it
looks like
better.
How much weight can that hold?
How much weight? It's enough to make it float upside down in the water.
That's all you need, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and
You know, a lot
because
of
it's
people
quite a
just
bright
slap a
colour,
bottle on the bottom, don't they?
it's easy to spot in a murky
Lit by a
green
bottle.
sea.
To the
Yeah.
faceplate.
Yeah, nice.
So that's the one I was using for the stees. So basically that on that. There you go.
I'm surprised that's enough, to be fair, to make it float.
Yeah, I was. I mean, you got to remember that holds a couple of kilos of a child.
Well, not that. Not just
Be careful.
that.
How much does a 4-year-old weigh these days?
Oh dear.
Don't know. Is my answer. No idea.
It's got to be a couple of kilos, isn't it? 2 kilos.
A 4-year-old. Couple of kilos.
To be fair, I don't really know the average weight of a child.
Somebody Google it. Go on. Somebody Google that, please.
Not me.
You don't need that stuff in your history.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you Google. It always comes back to black cocks. According to Ted, it all comes back to black cocks. And the biggest problem I found, right, whilst being in Tiree, the Scottish. Now, Steve will confirm this. Once you cross the Scottish border, the higher you go up Scotland, the more aggressive
roundabouts.
the Scottish become. Whether you know them or not, and like because Tiree is like Outer Hebrides, there's a tiny little island on the Outer Hebrides. They're so far up Scotland, they're just angry the minute they see you. No, whatever. Right?
Small islands and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, and the island was 6 miles by 3 miles. That was it, and it was
Small island syndrome.
Yeah, and it was completely flat. This island, not a hill on it, but it had an airport, of all things. But yeah, the last night we were there, we went to the pub. Never met any of the locals, no nothing, because the production crew were all staying in one house. And we walked into this. There's one pub on the island, all right. So we walked into the pub, ordered a pint. There was a guy in front of me. He went, I can't do a Scottish accent, but he said, "Where are you from?" I was
Just say in English.
Yeah, he said, "Are you local?" Like he didn't know like the 12 people that lived on the island. We're like, no. And we went, I'm from Plymouth, and the other guy was Kingsbridge, and another guy was Bristol, and whatever. And then, no, but right, this is the first thing he said to us. So you're all pricks then? Nice, mate. Nice.
He's got your number. What the hell?
Yeah. That was his opening line to us, and I was just like, nice.
We're going to get on, you and me.
Like a good relationship.
Yeah, let me just finish this pint.
Oh dear. But yeah, so there you go. So, Steve, how far up Scotland are you? You're quite north, aren't you?
No. I'm not.
We can tell because he's not angry.
No, some days I'm angry, and that's when I feel like I'm proper north. But no, I'm just outside of Edinburgh, so that's like kind of southeast.
Oh. And what's up with your fuel prices? Holy
Right.
moly!
So this man's just gone and bought a very thirsty Bimmer, and now fuel prices have gone through the roof.
Yeah. So we stopped.
Hey, what's it fuel you're on about?
Yeah.
What MPG did you get, Stephen?
I want to say 18.
Oh right, okay, that's
That's
a different
not
level
bad.
to what I was
That's like motorway type gunning to 70.
gunning,
and-
not cruising.
Yeah. 'Cause it's like
70 plus a constant.
I can put it into Eco Pro modes and it'll go to like 50.
gay mode.
Yeah. But
So,
it
like,
sits in sport mode. For
Yeah.
most
On the
of
way to
the
Tyrone, we stopped in Glasgow to fill up at services in Glasgow, and bear in mind the production. We were all in a production crew van. It was as a transporter, and
you're at a
diesel-
service station, so it's going to be 20p more anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A diesel was 182 a litre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
a joke.
That's average price around here.
It cost like
That's-
160 quid to fill this transporter up.
It's
That's
one
shocking.
167 for petrol.
Oh,
Fuck.
That's for petrol.
Yeah.
Kelsey, is your car petrol or diesel?
I thought paying £1.55 a litre the other day for diesel to fill my car up was bad.
Oh dear.
No.
Kelsey, is your car petrol or diesel?
Mine's diesel.
And what's diesel in Warrington these days?
It's like 140 something in it.
Yeah, one
It's like
fall
high
where I am.
140s, I'd imagine. That's what it tends to
Yeah,
be.
we've just scraped the 140 in Plymouth for diesel.
What?
Yeah, no. I have moved across to a diesel.
What are you driving? You keep talking about this new whip, but you haven't actually told us what it is.
Oh, I've got an E-Class Mercedes.
They're nice. What
Oh,
E-Class? Which one?
350. So it's a 3-litre V6 twin turbo diesel. It's nice. It's lovely on the motorway. Don't get me wrong, you cannot get any.
Yeah,
Soft
I
on
love
the
my car on
motorway.
the motorway. It's
But I
genuinely,
wanted it
even
for
though it's
the
not a
boot.
Mercedes, it's
Yeah.
like
Um,
they're just so much better.
I've got so
What
much.
color is it? Is it white, silver, or black?
Actually, it's a very, very dark blue.
Black.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, kind of. It's black until the sun shines, and you go, "Oh, actually, no, it's blue." It's
That's
that-
all you ever see Mercedes cars are like
Yeah,
white,
yeah,
silver,
absolutely.
or black.
But when I go out, I've got so much kit with me now, and the Swift just doesn't cut it. Like the Swift, it was like everywhere I went, the back seat was folded down because I needed the space to get
It's
kit in
in
it.
my life.
It was just ridiculous. It was like the Swift was living the van life.
oh, so have you got rid of the Swift now? Have you?
Yeah, the Swift's gone.
Oh, poor Swift.
I know, but ironically, because of the way the car market is at the moment, so like used cars are worth so much because you cannot buy a new car at the moment because
Yeah.
of the chip shortage. We actually got more for the Swift than I bought it for,
Oh, sweet.
That's
not
ridiculous.
which is ridiculous.
bad. That's good.
That's a decent investment, that one.
Yeah, 2 years motor and I got money back on a car.
That's not right. Science definitely wrong with the world.
I mean, to be fair, I mean the Swift was quite low mileage anyway, so
Yeah, it was a nice looking motor.
yeah, it was like driving a go-kart. It was brilliant, and it
That's
just,
what the small
It's
cars
not
are like.
proper
though.
go-kart,
My
though.
Ibiza
No.
is the same, but I totally see what. Yeah, literally, the small engine sort of small cars are brilliant to drive. They're just literally.
yeah,
out
it
there.
was,
right
it was a
out.
little 1.6 twin cam thing. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was good on fuel.
My Ibiza was like a 1.2 turbo petrol, and it was pretty nippy. It was like 105 brake, but it was light as anything, so you could.
Yeah,
Still
I mean,
throw it
everyone, my
about.
E-Class actually chews through fuel, like it like drinks diesel like it's going out of fashion.
I
Around
thought
town.
honestly, this is when Steven started talking about fuel. I thought my Mazda was going to be all right with fuel, but it's not actually as good as I thought it was going to. I thought I was going to be getting like 50 mpg, but no, I get like only just get 40. Like,
To
it's
be honest, I don't know what the amount does around town, but it's not a lot by a
around
long
town, it
way.
won't be much.
But on the motorway, it's
on the
it's brilliant.
motorway, they're pretty good. Even the Mazda's like okay on the motorway.
I think motorway. The last time we checked, motorway it was doing about 47 to the gallon.
Yeah, that's decent.
So,
I got like 43 on the motorway, I think.
Yeah. Anyway,
The average now was like 30, 38.
Can I just get this one out the
Go
way
on.
real quick? Look, buying a used car and you're getting low mileage per gallon. Unplug the ECU for about 30 seconds and plug it back in. Drive normally down the motorway, and then it resets it all. So you'll get your manufactured MPG.
tonight's life hack was brought to you by Stephen.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at
It works. I'm telling you, it works.
Yeah.
And what you can do is get a screwdriver and then clock the miles back.
Nice. That'll get your MPG up.
Back to my.
I can't
Back
do that
to
to
my-
It's all LCD. It's like
Back to my with that Hoda quad. Apparently, Squeaky FPV in the chat says his son weighs a ton.
Oh.
there you go.
fairly hefty.
Nice.
Science. There you go.
Shall we talk about some drone stuff?
Yep.
So, the last week the BDRA announced that HD0 shock bite is now allowed for racing.
Oh yeah.
So, and then, which is great, you know, HD racing and stuff. I
But
can
not the
see.
DJI. Did they just say the?
No, it's just the HD0 stuff. So it's just shock bite, which will only fit obviously fat shot goggles.
Right.
So yesterday, Fat Shark announced that they are no longer supporting HD0 products.
Oh.
Well,
Did
that's
nobody
gone a bit
see that,
long.
but other than me?
I did see that. Yeah.
I thought Fat Shark worked with Shark Bite for something, or did they fall out?
I don't know because Fat Shark have been bought out, haven't they? By
Red Cat.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So Red Cat, the bottom, yeah.
and I don't understand how they can stop supporting it because it's only a HDMI cable link, isn't it? It's only a video signal link into your Fat Sharks. There's no special unless they're
I
not going to
think
support
right.
resolution and frame rates.
With the right FPV camera and a good signal, analog is all you really need. To be fair, unless you're doing like a specialist thing.
Yeah, but the problem is,
Totally.
it's like the BDRI now announced that you can use, HD0 for HD racing, and everybody's jumped on that bandwagon really, really quick.
And
I've seen
Fat
it.
Shark have then just pied
And
everyone
now
off.
just I'm still yet to try HD. I've never even tried it.
So,
And I would say, have people jumped on that HD cycle? Everyone's jumped on the DJI stuff.
Oh yeah,
I know.
no,
I
if
know
you're-
of one pilot who uses the Shark Bite.
Numbskull says they're stopping the support for the VTXs.
There you go.
Mm.
Is that all that HD0 make? Is just the VTXs? Who makes the receivers for the gold? Because it's on the Fat Shark, it's the one with the two flat patch antennas, isn't it? And the two omnis sticking up that you clip onto the front of your Fat Sharks.
Yeah.
That's the shark bite receiver, right?
Yeah, who makes that? Is it made by HD0?
Immersion RC.
Might be. I'm honestly not sure.
Why would they discontinue support for HD0 VTXs then?
Very strange. Very strange. There must be something, or
they must be bringing out one of their own. Is the only explanation I can think of.
yeah.
Possibly.
But then all the other companies like Orca and stuff are going to fill the void and go, oh yeah, well ours is compatible with it now. I would have thought.
Oh no, it's Fat Shark that make that.
I kind of
That makes no
I
sense.
appreciate the Orca goggles are very good, but I kind of look at the Orca goggles and think, you look like a superhero.
Numbskull says VTXs and camera were HD0 and receiver was Fat Shark.
So that's Fat Shark coming out with their own quad gear then. Camera VTX.
Possibly. But the part who is it that owns them? Red.
Cat.
Yeah, which also
Red Cat
own
owns-
Rotor Ride, don't they? It's all part of Chad
Yeah.
Kappa.
Yeah.
Which I'm very surprised because Rotor Riot's like really deep in DJI,
DJI.
aren't they?
Deep in DJI.
Well, they are very far up DJI's.
Yeah,
Backside.
everyone will know.
Proverbial.
Because who out of all us here is actually using DJI? Stephen is. I know Stephen is. Luke just said he's not yet tried digital. Jav, you're probably still on HD3s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
can be
Daniel,
that.
you're on what?
HD2s.
HD2s. And Malk and Kels haven't flown for God knows how long.
No. Same as what we had last time.
To be fair, I fly with
like
both.
2.
I take both analog and digital out with me. So
Yeah. And I've completely gone across to DJI.
Is
the only reason why I've not gone full digital is because of the chip shortage at the minute, or else all my analog stuff would have been sold
Yeah, absolutely.
a long time ago.
But I love the DJI stuff. I don't race. I'm doing chase footage. I'm doing cinematic stuff. The latency doesn't bother me because I'm not. I say not doing that.
You're
fast.
too old to feel the difference.
Yeah.
Ooh, shots fired. No, it doesn't. It depends what you're doing. If you're Soul going like a bat at a hare around a course, you're gonna feel a difference. If you're chasing a drift car, Jab, or like me chasing sailing boats and windsurfers and speedboats, you want smoothness, and it just doesn't become, the latency doesn't become an issue.
Well,
it's
no, 'cause
nice
if,
to be
if
able
you're
to
trying to
see
get
exactly where
close
you
to
go.
something, you want your latency to be as low as possible. I don't know if I would trust DJI to do the same
Yeah,
as
it's
analog in the
not-
same situations that I fly.
I don't think it matters what you're doing. I think latency
No,
is
to
a
be fair, the
massive
latency
problem.
only becomes an issue when you're quite far away from yourself.
Oh, right. Oh, interesting.
So when you're half a mile out, then it becomes, then the latency starts to kick in.
Well, of course, I'm only flying 400 meters visual line of sight.
Less than that,
So,
because you're still in the middle of the circuit they're going around.
yeah,
400 meters. I thought it was 500 foot, which would mean that you're
that's vertical. That's vertical.
no. It's 400 foot
400
vertical, 500 foot horizontal.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Well, I like to keep inside the safety barrier. So
Well,
I'll go-
400
I'll go
meters.
400.
That's way above it.
400 meters is 400 meters out. 400 foot
No,
up.
it's 500 foot out.
No.
Yes.
No, the legal limit out is as far as you can see it line of sight.
No.
Which visually unaided,
Yes.
500 foot.
No.
400 foot up, 500
is-
foot
it
out.
is
I'm
just-
sure that's correct.
It's just visual line of sight. It's how far you
It's
can see
meters
it,
out and it's feet up.
Technically, it's not how far you can see it; it's how far your spotter can see it.
Spotter, yeah.
Yeah.
Just give you a spotter, some binoculars, and you could.
Doesn't count. That don't count.
No,
I tried that.
has
Not
to be
even getting
unaided.
involved in this.
I did. I did actually mention that on my practical exam when I took my GVC. Can my spotter have a pair of binoculars?
Yeah.
Every good friendly was like, nah. Shit. But yeah, so. But I don't know if you, did anybody see my post on Instagram when I was chasing the windsurfer?
Yes.
Like in the middle of literally nowhere. And I was stood on the beach.
Get on.
And he was out there. He was way out there. I literally used nearly half a pack to get to him to chase like for 20
10
seconds. And
Half
then
a
turn
pack
around
to
and come
get
back.
and come back again.
And even then, the latency on DJI was spot on. I had full signal strength all the way out, all the way back.
Right. The rule
antenna
is
system did you use?
you cannot exceed 500 meters horizontally from the remote pilot or 400
neither of
feet
us are
above.
right.
So it's
And
500
neither of us
meters
are
out.
right.
No, I was going 400. I'm keeping safe, so I'm only 400,
Oh,
and you're allowed 400 feet up.
500 meters. That's far enough.
Meters out, feet up.
Meters out, feet up.
Yeah.
We just apply a constant to both of them, then you're all right.
In the back of a truck.
So yeah. So anyway, there you go. So
8 miles down the road.
yeah,
Could you
absolutely.
theoretically have like a chain of spotters every 1 kilometer that but can see 500 meters
No,
in either
no.
direction?
No,
No, 'cause they're not next. They're not next to you.
To you, yeah.
Radio comms.
No, they got to be next to you.
You say that. The amount of shoots I go on to, and I'm just giving a radio headset and comms. And it's George, look.
Working? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey.
There you are.
You've got a very exposed forehead.
George, are we on
And
loudspeaker?
that's the end of this week's stream. No, it's not.
Hello.
Hello, George. Are we on loudspeaker or you got headphones in?
I've got headphones in. I've got a microphone. It wasn't working because I had Premiere Pro open and I was doing some voiceovers. So I was dumb basically.
I'll respect the shout Alexa, reboot or something. Because that's his
Yeah,
entire
I
house.
rebooted
right.
I think it was because of that. Anyway, I had Premiere Pro open, but I rebooted my whole computer and it worked. So, how's everyone doing anyway? All right?
Yeah, we're good.
All good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
We were
Yes,
shooting
yes.
the shit.
Yes, I've been watching. To be fair, I've had you on in the background. I think you're still on in the background.
Yeah, see you.
Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah.
Live
Inception
live
style.
streamception. Have you just been talking about a load of drone regulations?
Yeah. Well,
Me and James were arguing over
yeah, no
technicalities.
arguing.
Yeah, I'm totally not getting involved in that chat.
I don't want to
Very
get
much
involved in
what I
that chat.
No.
George's face is hurting my eyes because it's that bright.
Okay,
Who
all
needs
right.
a sun
We'll,
when you've
we'll
got
put it to the
George's
test.
face?
Who
It's the
here has
purest
all
of
the
his
drone
soul.
licenses?
It's so white, it's unreal.
Who here has all the drone licenses in place?
I have my operator ID. The fact that I may have smashed
that
it
better
off the top.
for you?
No.
Yeah.
No. Who here has an A2 qualification?
Oh no.
Nope.
Why
right
not?
now. I was on PFCO. I had PFCO for ages, and then it's just recently lapsed.
Yeah,
They
it
didn't
does. You
renew
need to
it.
swap over.
So A2's booked for January. So not the A2. The A2 is the online thing, but it's A2 and GVC that I'm doing
Yeah,
in January,
GVC.
so.
So nobody here has A2 at the moment. Only
I
me.
nearly got it for that Vegas gig.
I should.
But then
I really
no.
should just do that because it's online and it takes like
Yeah.
a day or whatever. But yeah,
So
I should do that.
anybody got GVC? Just me.
Not yet.
Surely the first
Will do.
question answered that one.
Well, no, because you can do GVC without A2.
yeah. But would they?
Well, yeah, there is that. Anybody else have any other qualifications above and beyond?
What to do with drones?
Yeah,
No.
there is above and
What have
beyond
you got,
GVC.
Shane?
Sorry?
What have you got? Have you got like every single thing? Can you operate in America?
No, I don't have a Part 107
Right.
because that's the equivalent for GVC over there.
Yeah.
You need to go through that. If you were to fly over there to operate, then you need to go over there and then sit an exam with them.
Really?
Yeah,
I
because
didn't know
the
that.
British GVC doesn't count over there.
What about if you wear dark aviator lenses?
Agreed to the big. No, it doesn't work.
Just at the airport, yeah.
So I also have so if you Google DMES, it will basically come around back to A2 because you're in the UK. But there is a separate European DMES for operating and flying in Europe, which you have to acquire in a European country. I have that one.
Oh, we are a European country.
No, we're not. We're not part of the EU.
Are we still European?
We're not part of the EU, so the A2 and the GBT
As
doesn't
a
count in
continent, Daniel, you're referring to.
Europe. As a continent.
Yeah, precisely. There's been some continental drift if we're not in Europe anymore.
So yeah, there you go. Above and beyond. So yeah, because last year I've done projects in Holland, all sorts really. But yeah, so you need different licenses and permissions to fly in different countries. However, they see fit to let you do it.
Very nice.
So, yeah.
Did it all cost you a lot of money, or I suppose that's all factored into the business? And
Actually, no.
Get
So
them back.
the A2 and the GVC obviously cost you quite a bit in the UK. I think I paid I did quite early, so the A2 was about 140 quid.
Oh, it's super cheap now.
Yeah, and my GVC
Not
cost
that
me
much.
nearly 600.
Yeah, I think you can get a whole package now, A2 and GVC for like 350 quid.
Yeah,
so
it's come right down in
not
price.
expensive.
That's not bad.
The only reason you would need GVC is because of the weight limit.
Yeah.
Because A2 will now allow you to fly
Up to 25 kg.
No, A2 is up to 2
Doesn't the
kilos.
GVC give you
2 kilos on an A2, yeah, 25 on a GVC.
allow you to get closer to non-involved people though, doesn't it?
No.
The GVC?
No.
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 Oh.
No.
Nope.
So it's
only
still the
A2
same
does that.
distances, 50 meters of unknown people, unless you have slow mode. Because you remember, they're all basing themselves on a Mavic. So if you've got slow mode, then yes, you can come closer than 50 meters. But if you don't have slow mode, then it's still 50 meters from uninvolved
slow
people.
mode,
If they're
it's just-
involved people, then it's game on. It's fair. Give them a haircut.
Can't you actually right now under the under? I know we're getting back into all the regulations now. But you can do commercial work without anything. Literally, all you need is an operator ID and a flyer ID, as long as you stay 150 meters away from anything that's uninvolved.
Yeah, but if you're doing a
massive owned by you, you're filming for someone, you can totally do that.
Yeah, if you're doing...
It's all distance-based and weight-based now.
Yeah, you got to
Oh,
remember,
I
though,
thought you
if
still
you're...
had to have an A2 if you're outside and you wanted to charge.
I'm pretty sure if you're 150 meters away from anything uninvolved,
And these are all the
literally
rules
you can
for.
do what you want. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you
interesting.
can sell
And
footage, you
this is
can
for
work
things that are
commercially, everything.
250, aren't they?
The problem is, the major problem is, if you're doing a commercial shoot and you've got to be 50 meters away from it, that's a freaking long way to get your shot.
It's huge, yeah, exactly. It's basically impossible.
50 meters doesn't sound a lot, but when you're
You
trying,
can still do
when
it.
you're flying
with the
50 meters
GoPro,
away
it's
from
a
something you're trying to film, it's
Yeah.
impossible. So you need, and then when you are on a shoot, people will demand that you have certain kits, certain cameras, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And then, then you're in the realms of cine lifters. You're flying octocopters with red Komodos and Z cams and stuff on it. And all of a sudden, your quad is, is what, 8-9 kilos. You can't fly that under an A2.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So like, a minute. So minus the screen, this will go on my cine lifter.
Look at that beast.
So minus this, that will go on my cine lifter.
What's
That camera.
Is that a focus? Is that a focus puller at the front?
Yeah, it's a speed focus, isn't it?
Can you operate that remotely?
So no, I mean I've set this up for handheld filming at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
I listen to handheld filming. So
Rich Armstrong
I
there.
would take that off. I'll take the screen off, but there is an antenna here.
Ooh.
And that's Wi-Fi back to a tablet, and you can pull focus on the tablet, do all your white balance and everything whilst I'm flying. So there's a camera operator on top of that, but that's a Z cam, so that's not a Komodo, but that's a Z cam. I won't fly with that lens either. I mean, that's a 17 to 40mm Canon lens, prime lens, but I'll fly with like a 14mm hunking great big bit of glass on the front, and I'll fly with a smaller battery as well. So that's that battery's designed to go for like 4 hours. I'll fly with one that's half the thickness to get the weight down again.
Smooth, yeah.
But you put that on a Sicario along with two 5,000 milliamp 6S packs. That's a lot of
Yeah,
weight.
you got a beast on your hands. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 motors and and all that jazz. It's a lot of weight. So yeah, you'd never be able to fly that on an A2.
No.
And the annoying thing is, right, this is the biggest annoying thing about the film industry. You can turn up with all the kit under the world. So that camera will go 6K at 120 frames.
Nice.
And it records to, what do they call it?
SSD or something.
No, CFast card. Because an SSD ain't fast enough.
Not fast enough.
Right? That's a
Wow.
128 gig card there, right? Which costs like 400 quid.
I think my mate that does
I was
like
gonna ask you how much.
filming and stuff.
Yeah,
was
they're
on about
ridiculously
those,
expensive.
Yeah.
That will get me 7 minutes of recording. at
My
full rate.
God, that's crazy.
Right? Right, you can tell. I turn up with all this kit, right? That camera's a faux frame sensor and everything, right? I turn up with all this kit, and then I set up and I talk to the production crew, and the very last thing I say to them before I fly, what are we filming in? What frame rate are we filming? Are we in P or are we in I? Because a lot of them still record in I rather than P. And they go, all right, yeah, no problems. We are recording 1080 25.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
1080p, 25 frames a second, and they still want a camera that
GoPro on
size.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I not find something else with a GoPro on it and set it? No, we want the frame size, we want the sensor size.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to look much better than a GoPro in 1080.
I know, but it's so annoying, isn't it? I'll turn up with $6,000 worth of camera or 6K and went 1080p.
Have you thought about the old the DJI Ronin 4D?
I did see that, yeah.
The chicken camera.
Oh, it just looked bad, doesn't it?
Oh, mate, it looks sick. I love
No,
that
it
thing.
doesn't.
Dude, it looks amazing. It looks like that. They've put that on a cine lifter recently. I don't know, in the old Facebook groups, and mate, it looks so good.
It literally must look like he's just doing this, like the home.
It does, yeah. It's sick.
The problem is that the production industry they set a bar, or they get in a hype train of camera and lenses, and unless you have those camera and lenses, they ain't interested in you.
Yeah, exactly.
So you either need one of 3 manufacturers of the cameras, and normally they have to be. There's a list, isn't there, for Netflix of approved cameras for filming with.
Oh my god!
Have you not seen it?
No, it sounds obscenely expensive.
Yeah, so there is a list on Netflix of approved cameras that you're allowed to film with that will meet their criteria. And my battery's just died on my camera.
Hey, we're going to see EOS in a minute, are we?
Yes.
Good old EOS. Oh, I miss EOS. Oh.
I didn't change it before we started. So anyway, yeah. So there is a list of cameras, and if you turn up with one that's not on that list of cameras, they just send you home.
Oh.
Stephen.
Hey, Steve's there as well. Hey. Snap.
So yeah, if you don't turn up with a camera that's on that list, they don't want the footage. End of. Go home.
Wow.
Goodbye. Not paid.
Wow.
I was looking at getting a DSLR myself, to be fair, for photography, for like aircraft and glider photography, because I've got a mate who does it and takes some like sick photos.
I've got in my flight case now I take with me still. I've got a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro, which is a freaking good camera.
Yeah,
and it's
brilliant.
Just come off the list from Netflix.
What?
Oh, what?
How much did that cost?
Just the body was $2,000.
Nah, mate.
It's just come off the list.
Rubbish.
I mean, I've managed to take some decent photos. Like I took this with my phone.
Really cool.
Oh.
Which I thought was quite good.
I like that. How did you get the watch stream in the middle?
What?
Has anyone been flying with the GoPro 10 yet?
No, I don't have one.
Yeah, I have done. Yeah.
How you find it? Is it all good?
It's wicked. Yeah, I only used it as it wasn't mine, so I went out with this guy who was doing some shots for his $1 million challenge thingy, and he just wanted to slap it on there and get some like crazy 240 frame stuff.
Wicked.
And what I saw of it was great. It was wicked. It looks, like I hate the size of a GoPro Hero 9 and the GoPro Hero 10. Like it's way too big. I don't need the front camera.
Yeah, and what and the fucking screen on the front? Why put a big colour screen on? It's like, you idiot.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. The screen, like you just don't need that.
Have you got a 10?
Well, we don't need that. But yeah, the 240 frames thing on the GoPro 10 is absolutely amazing.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to using it. I still haven't used it. It's still got all sorts of little stickers and stuff on it. I haven't even used it yet.
Is that a 10? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10 because I couldn't get because I have John Lewis insurance on my 8, and
yeah.
after getting run over by the banger cars, they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll replace it. Here's a gift card for the site." I went on the site, searched for GoPro. They don't sell GoPros at all. You got to buy it from GoPro.com. So I then had to buy it from GoPro.com, and then you only get a year's worth of insurance for £49. So yeah, you get unlimited uploads and you get 2 replacement cameras, but you've only got a year's worth of insurance, whereas before it was £30 for 3 years with John Lewis.
Oh, really? That kind of sucks.
Whereas this is £49 for 1
To be
year.
fair, yeah, GoPro customer support. I've had a lot of like I've replaced my 9 twice, and I've replaced one Hero 8 as well. And I called them up and I was just like, hey, you know, I use your cameras for work. We do this stuff. Like, look at my channel. And the guy on the phone was so nice. He checked my channel out or whatever, checked my Instagram out, and was like, okay, I tell you what, we'll replace the 2 9s, but we'll also do the 8 for you for free. And like, they're really good. If you ring them up and complain, then they'll probably do it for free.
So what were you phoning up to complain about?
Not really complaining.
Life
I was
in
just
general.
saying, look, I don't want to have to pay extra to get my 8 repaired as well. When,
Right, yeah.
You know, I've got this subscription. You should just be replacing my GoPros. I'm using your cameras for like everything. Like I use it daily, sort of thing. And they were like, okay, yes, well, they were just really understanding, and they just did it.
So one subscription covered all of your cameras.
Yeah. So
that is a better way if you've got multiple cameras. Then I
exactly.
suppose.
Yeah. So you're allowed 2 camera replacements a year, and I did 3 in one hit, and just because I just sort of rang up.
But I guess that's 1 repair for 1 camera, 1 repair for 1 camera, 1 repair for 1 camera, rather than 3 replacement for 1 camera. If you know what I mean.
I guess. Well, maybe. Yeah, but I don't know.
Fine.
I don't know. The Hero 8 was second hand, so I didn't even have.
Numbskull says that Argos
Anyway.
has
Right,
4
say
years.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
4 years for
that's
39 quid.
4 years for 39 squids.
No,
Yeah, but they
No,
won't
no,
replace it unless it's been kept
properly
in
messed
a.
up.
In a
and also Argos
No,
didn't
no,
have
no,
stock
it's
of
like-
Hero 10s.
you
Argos
have to
didn't have any
keep it in a
stock of Hero
bubble wrap
10s.
coating at all times.
took a-
I looked into Argos.
I took a session 5 back to Argos once on doing insurance.
Oh yeah.
And I literally was just like, okay, can we have a look at the old camera to prove it's not working? And I literally just handed in crumbs.
Just bits.
It was
There
like,
you
what
go.
happened to that? I was like, it went under a car.
He was.
He was like, oh, yeah, that's definitely not working. I feel so guilty when I do that though, when I take it back and like trying to claim for a free one under insurance. I feel really guilty about it. I don't know why.
I want to know how you broke a session 5.
Car ran over it
Oh, well, yeah, fair play.
along with the quad it was sat on.
Mine still works at home. At home somewhere, but it's the only reason I bought my 8 and stopped using it was because I had like a dead pixel in the top sort of
I love
center,
that.
like a
Yeah,
black
I-
pixel.
I still have a whole fleet of 9s. I'm not prepared to change 9s from 9s to 10s yet.
My
I'll
8 still
put 9s off
fine.
your hands.
I still like my 8. Does absolutely fine.
Like, because like I'm with George, like because we do a lot of editing stuff. If we do personal projects or projects privately for customers, we'll go out there and we'll record at maximum frame rate, at maximum resolution, to get the best edit at the end. But
Yeah,
the
whether
whole
it's
time I'm
scaled
working
down
for
to
production
1080
companies,
anyway.
they just go at 1080p.
Yeah.
That's all I want is 1080p. So
Yeah,
it's
but surely you still record at like 2.7 and then downgrade.
no,
didn't
because
you?
the editors
Yeah, I
will
always
have
do.
a flipping nightmare and a meltdown like a bunch of girls in a room when you hand the footage in.
Yeah.
At the end
It depends, doesn't it? It depends if you're editing the footage or if you're just handing
No,
out
I'm not.
SD
That's the whole
card
thing.
or-
So, like, all my previous shoots of Holland, Tyree, Bristow, and all the rest of them that I did, they were all 1080p. And once, when I was in Tyree, I said to the editors, they were recording 1080p 50 frames a second, right? I said to them, right, I said, look, you know, we're recording on way out in the ocean, and water is the worst thing to pixelate on the screen. So I said, why don't I record at 2K at 100 frames a second? Then
Perfect.
it gives you the option to crop in on the image.
Yeah.
And if you want to do any slow-mos of wind surface doing backflips and stuff, you can slow it down by 50% and you won't notice any juddering whatsoever because it's 100 frames rather than the frame rate that you've asked for.
Oh, but they go, well, we have to drop all those extra frames, though.
Originally,
yeah.
so the director Sam, God bless his soul, the best director I've ever worked with, right? I'll just put that punt in there if he's watching.
Is he watching? Is he?
He might be. He is the god of producers, of directors. Great, yeah, brilliant idea. And then in the evening, we got back from the beach, and I literally handed like 3 SD cards to like the editors. Sat in a room, went, there you go. There's 328 gig SD cards. Copy that lot. And they were like, "Why is it so big?" I was like, "Well, Sam said 2K, 100 frames a second," and they literally just went into meltdown, like their life had ended. Like they weren't getting sex for like 6 months or something. Just literally melted in front of my face, and I just walked away and went, "Your problem."
Yeah.
Well, if you've been told by the director to do what you've done, it's their problem, isn't it?
Yeah, the problem is there are teams of people everywhere, and when you're not editing it yourself, it becomes a problem when you hand in higher resolution footage, because they just
take the piss and give them like 4K.
It's like 9-year-olds demanding a certain food. They're demanding chicken nuggets, and you've given them a steak.
And it must be on a blue plate, not a red plate.
This shit isn't gonna fly. And that's
The pain in the
literally
ass
how
is
it is.
99% of the stuff that I do is real steadied as well. So I come home, I have to spend a couple hours real steadying and then send it through like, WeTransfer or Google Drive, and that takes forever. It's so much worse than just handing the SD card over.
Yeah, it's just. But yeah, so you don't ever piss off the editors whatsoever.
No, I don't.
But it's great, because everything I've done so far for a production company, I've gone out, I've filmed and flied all day, and then come 6 o'clock because it was early evenings, I've handed my SD cards into the editors, and I go to the pub. That is it. 2 weeks in Holland doing that. Finishing at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, in the pub until midnight, every night, for 2 weeks.
Hardcore.
Yeah, I was not in a good place.
No.
I think you're in the right place.
Oh, terrible. And this is the point. Has anybody noticed that my pilot name has changed?
Yes.
That's it.
Right.
It is no longer Slider.
It's no
It
longer
is.
Slider
Oh
FPV.
my God.
Drum roll.
You changed it from when you were in Holland, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
But I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Go on, Steve, do you know what it is?
The
Is it
Darren.
this is your Discord name?
No.
What is my Discord name?
Threadripper.
Oh, Threadripper. No.
Oh right. No, okay.
It's changed to the Darren.
The Darren.
The Darren.
The Darren.
There's a really good reason behind it. I'm honest.
I hope there is, because it's got no meaning here.
Right, okay. Ready? You ready for this one? This is good, right? So, in Holland, whilst not filming and out on the lash, like after every shoot. So one night we finished early because there was no wind for this sailing competition we were filming.
Pretty valid excuse.
Yeah, absolutely. So the production team went, right, we're going to a restaurant down the road. So we went to this restaurant, we all ordered steaks and stuff, and we got absolutely smashed. And I'm sat there, and I was like, I've got to go to the loo, I've got to go to the loo. And they were like, and they're all quite young guys, they're like the editors and stuff, and they were like, oh yeah, go in there, up the stairs, and the toilets are there. And it's like, in Holland, so it's the Danes and the Dares is what they call male and female toilets.
Ooh, that's a bit
But they
close.
refused to tell me which one was which.
Oh dear.
So
We all
not
know where this
caring,
is going.
I just walked up the stairs in the restaurant, looked at these two doors, went, Danes and Dares. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, here we go, sort of thing. Walked in one and went, well, there's no urines in here. There's no urinos, is there? So I walked out and walked in the next one, and there was no urinos in there either. So it's like they don't do urinos in Holland. It's just cubicles of toilets. So I was just like, well, I'm in this one now. I might as well go, ain't I? So, like, literally just walked into queue, left the door open.
Oh,
Just,
why?
just stood there having a pee in front of the toilet, right? Doing the whole whistle job. and a woman just walked in behind me, and I was like, "Do you know how hard it is to stop mid-flow?"
Yep.
And then apologise for being in the wrong toilet, walk out, around into the right one, and then continue to pee.
Oh dear.
So ever since that happened, basically the production team went around and said, and they literally just called me Darren for the rest of the shoot, because it was to do with the names of the toilets or something.
Darren
All right, what, so-
actually means great
Without-
in Old English.
It's what?
Does
It means great in
Great.
Old English. Yes.
So there you go. They named me the Darren, or literally for because that happened quite early in the 2 weeks we were out there. They just called me Darren for 2 weeks straight.
So you're now Darren FPV?
No, just the Darren.
The day.
Just the Darren.
Jab looks confused.
He looks so impressed, doesn't he?
Right. Get on. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. The Darren, and it stuck. And then they all start calling me Darren, and I came home and told everybody, and everybody else at home now calls me or just calls me Darren, rather than my
think it's
real
tasty.
name, except for Fran. Fran doesn't call me Darren. So there you go. There's the story behind the name change.
Oh, interesting.
And otherwise, what a load of shit. Because that's what James means when he said interesting. He doesn't really like it.
It's unique. It's unique. And I mean, there's a lot worse names out there, mate. There's a lot worse names.
Oh, yeah, true. Like Jab.
Yeah, like Slider.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Slider, yeah. Slider was pretty poor, let's be honest. It was like I was in Top Gun, but not in Top Gun at the same time.
Paper planes.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, there's an Instagram video that Jab created whinging that I was inverted.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You don't remember that one?
The Top Gun one, yeah.
Yeah, that was brilliant. And then it kind of did that Snoop Dogg life thing at the end of it.
Thug life. Thug
Yeah.
life. Because I was inverted.
Oh my God.
The dog's dying in your ear.
Oh dear. Oh, right, what else is new? What else have I got on my list to talk about here? Right, so the website's changed. I don't know if you've all noticed it, and the logos have changed, and thanks to Fran.
Yarp. Yep.
It's all Fran's doing. I can't-
Christmassy.
And we have to confirm that it's gone to dark mode
Yes.
and not
That's the
black,
superior.
because apparently black's not the correct way to describe it.
It's fair.
More like gunmetal grey, hey, you know?
A gunmetal
Bit
grey,
more-
yeah, something like
Bit
that.
more upmarket.
Yeah, it looks
So,
nice.
if you are still watching, you haven't, and you wasn't here, notice obviously there is competition at the bottom of the screen that you can click on the link and join the competition to win some X-Nova motors. There are a set of X-Nova motors here to be won. What else is there? I've got a whole list of things I need to say, and it's just all gone to the walls, really. Right, anything coming up? Anything? What have people got in the future planned for next year? We've got planned for Christmas.
Droneislife road trip.
Yeah, it needs to happen, doesn't it?
It's got to happen
Doesn't need to happen.
2022.
It happens. It will happen.
My only problem with it is if I set off from here and drag Jab with me, because that's the way it's going to happen, and then we do a route to work our way up the UK to finally get to Steve.
Yeah, Steve's only gonna have one day
Steve
flight.
has no commitment to travel anywhere.
No, I'll come down to, whatever.
We need to have,
But the best flying places are up for you.
Yeah, I couldn't vouch for that.
Yeah,
We
but
need
the
to do a weekend
shittest
like a
weather
Saturday
is
and
up
Sunday.
where Stephen is as well. He's not saying nothing now, lad.
Yeah.
The shittest weather is where Stephen is.
No, it's not.
It's also where that fuel price is the highest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why don't we go, like-
into Scotland?
When we all meet in like the
It's
Lake
the
District
jerry
or something.
can.
The Lake District, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be up for that.
mountain
Yeah.
diving and stuff like that, you can't go wrong.
The
There's
problem is
some
with the Lake
steep
Did you
District.
say
There's
that
no rolling
Oban
to go
on
to
the
the north.
last 20 miles to get to Oban has the most epic cliff diving that you've ever seen?
Yes.
Is that Lake District? Is it?
No, this is like
No.
North Scotland.
Oh right.
The Scottish borders are on point, and the best thing about them is it's not very popular, so you can do whatever you want where you want, and
Awesome.
you haven't got tourists everywhere like the Lake District. That's the problem with the Lake District. It's too many people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's people everywhere there. Yeah.
So like the last 20 miles before you get to Oban, it's all windy kind of B roads that go. It just goes around locks after locks. But the mountains, at some point you go through a load of mountains, and it's just you can't see the top of them.
Wow. Awesome.
The cloud cover kind of gets there, the mist and the fog gets there before you can see the top of it, and it's just amazing. I wanted to fly them on the way up, but it was raining. I was like, I'll get you on the way back, because my ferry back into Oban landed like 11 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm going to dive one of you bad boys on the way home. And it was absolutely peeing down with rain on the way.
Oh, sod's law.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was just like, no, it's not happening. I was so upset about not being able to fly that, because they were amazing. But they are.
We need like 3 weeks when everyone's on call, and then we can just go when the weather's good.
Yeah, to go somewhere in the summer. But Oban from here, from Plymouth, is 10 hours.
Shocking. Yeah, it's not good.
It's a long way.
You can all just come to me. We'll fly in a random field somewhere.
Oh, we can do that here. You want to come down here? We got loads of them. It's called Dartmoor National Park.
Yeah, no, but
do the
at least you have
NC500.
elevation change.
I was saying that we do have Bisworthy Woods.
Nice. Yeah. Good
I've
spot.
seen that. Mark's been to Bisworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wicked Woods.
Yeah, I like those. I was up there the other day, actually.
I'll get up.
And then I left very quickly because the army were actually there.
Yeah.
Just flying your drone on a live military base.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it's their training ground as well, like during the week.
Overnight camping.
Yeah, they camp in the woods, don't they?
That'd be a good laugh, wouldn't it?
I think it's camping. Could be dogging. Either way. What else is there quickly before we need to go?
Road trip somewhere and then a stop off somewhere for a night out.
Oh, what?
Yeah, boy.
A night out
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I get
on
messy.
the sesh with Shane.
I'd absolutely love to see you all hammered. It'd be so funny.
It'd be fucking brilliant, mate.
You can keep up with me if you like.
I don't think I could.
You can try with me.
I don't know if I told any of you my story from last Thursday. I went out on a night out in Blackpool with my mates, and some part of me basically decided to walk home at 4:30. And I live sort of like nearly 9 miles away, like 8.5 miles
part
away.
of you
We-
decided
we
to
walked,
walk home.
We walked 8.5 miles at 4:30. Got home at 6:30.
What part of you didn't want to walk in?
I don't know.
Yeah, which part stayed at the pub and which part
to be fair, it was my mate was completely fucked. I started to sober up, and basically there was a situation.
Realise the errors of your ways.
I tried to order 2 Ubers, and which was not going to happen at 3 a.m. And I basically, because when you pay for an Uber via the app, it takes your money like instantly. So I spent like 50 quid on Ubers that weren't going to arrive, and basically meant that in my bank I then had 0 money, and my mate that was too pissed to work out how to get his bank card out to pay for a taxi couldn't. So we were basically stuck, and I was like, "Well, we've got to walk."
Oh,
And we
dear.
walked.
I'll tell you
all the
what.
way
I'll tell you
home.
what I haven't asked, which we normally used to do on every stream. Cows,
Mm-hmm.
how's the boyfriend?
No.
He's gone, is he?
I knew that question was going to come up.
Because like,
She was waiting.
did Mount bury him somewhere?
Not that I'm aware of.
You're aware.
He's under the patio.
He's going to admit on camera anyway.
Want to see.
I don't remember.
He's
officer.
ghosted Kels for a reason. Malt's done away with him.
So
My
what's
mate
this?
Emily's in the chat.
Young friend single.
Emily? Who's
How you
Emily?
spell it?
Emily is a friend from college.
Oh, okay. So what?
which I've now finished. I'm not at college anymore.
So there's no boyfriend.
No.
Oh, there's nobody to take the mickey out of, like, ever.
Oh, you don't have any more jokes now.
I don't. That's just ruined my night.
How many jokes do you have prepared?
Oh, quite a few.
The whole list. I just ruined it. Nice.
You were like
Devastating.
literally zeroed like 75% of my list of questions this evening.
Well, you can sub Luke in and then let's have him anyway.
Oh dear. Is there not somebody in the future that you're trying to chase? Is that the right word these days?
Amy's in the chat
Jump
as well
down.
now.
Flaming's in.
My
Flaming
two
Amy.
friends are in the chat.
Whoa, how many? Oh, Amy. We love Amy. Amy's so funny. We love Amy. Amy said that. No, we did say like in a previous show that Amy was going to come on, but there was only if something happened, and I can't remember what it was.
Only if something happened.
Yeah, there was like a condition or terms of condition about it.
Was there a condition?
Yeah, she would only come on if something, and I can't remember what it was. I don't know. It's gone.
I don't remember.
It was a long. I'm gonna have to go back through the stream, but I'll find out. But it was something like that. So we got hi Amy.
He's going to
She
spend all
says hi
night
to
now
me.
on looking through all the old streams.
So who's Emily?
Emily?
Is a friend from college.
Friend from college, yeah.
Does she skateboard with you?
No.
Do you skateboard still?
I haven't in ages now.
She's got a car now, Shay. She's got a car.
Yeah. Cruising.
Big wheels. Big wheels now.
Is your car manual or automatic?
Manual.
Ah.
What do you
Nice.
drive?
I have a Citroen DS3.
Ooh, fancy.
What do you drive, George?
I've got a Mark V GTI at the moment.
Oh, I thought you had a smart car. Well, what was the smart car?
No, the smart car's Brent's.
Oh,
the
that's-
smart car is
Oh,
like
right.
the workhorse.
the
Trust me, the smart car
When
is
did you-
brilliant. I love
When did you
that
get rid of the
thing,
1
'cause-
Series then? You had a 1 Series last time we met. I think
Yeah,
it
I had
was
some
Daymark, yeah.
issues.
Oh, you sold it to him
Yeah.
straight
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
No, I
Series.
didn't really have issues. It was
He did a
fine, I
whole
sold it
Instagram post
without
going,
issues, so.
"Problems gone" or something like that.
Yeah,
He gave
yeah,
it over
exactly.
to a trainer.
That was what it was like. No, yeah. So I've got a Mark V GT at the moment, and then me and Beth, my girlfriend, have been driving a little Fiat 500 Abarth as well.
Dan
Which
has
is
my friend
an-
Dan up the
that
road
was
has
the
one of those.
first
He's got a
car.
500 a bath.
Yeah, I hate it because it's too small, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
tiny.
it is proper fun.
That was
They
the
look
first
fun.
car I
Quite
got into a
lucky.
race with on public roads.
It's not as fast as it's like
Oh,
you know,
the
on
memories.
par. Yeah.
I just remember I was in the fast lane in the motorway. I was actually heading to an FPV event. I was heading to Hull for a race, and just this guy in this Abarth came up behind me at like 80, and I'm just sort of doing like 75 in the fast lane. And next thing I know, he's up my arse. And I just thought I've got two options here. I could either pull into the slow, like the left hand lane and just let him past, or just drop a gear and floor it. And I decided to drop a gear and floor it. And
Did you get-
I had him up my arse all the way to like 100.
What, in your Mazda?
No, in the Ibiza like a couple of years ago.
I question the motive
Yeah,
of
because you used to have
Mazda.
that little red Ibiza, didn't you? I remember chasing you
the
up the
1.2,
road in
yeah.
wherever the hell we were in Cornwall
The
somewhere.
Mazda's pretty nippy, to be fair. 180 brake, the Mazda is. 2.2 litre turbo.
I know, but it weighs
What,
the
you
same
need-
amount
Twin
as a
turbo,
cruise
in
ship.
fact. It is a cruise ship compared to the you can't really throw it about like you
Matt,
could with
what's the
Ibiza.
horsepower of your Tesla?
Not a
Oh
clue.
yeah, the Tesla's got to be.
It's bloody quick.
It's literally like a roller coaster if you floors it.
Didn't you?
Yeah, it's-
Didn't you do an Instagram once? Like you renamed the petrol cap Butthole or something?
No,
that's actually just a
that's
name of it.
Yeah, it's just if you just say open butthole, the
It's just an
the
Easter
thing-
egg.
I love that. That's
That's
so
the charging port just opens.
Elon Musk, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Elon
Nutshell.
Musk. Strange guy.
Oh my god!
I like I like that you can put a fire on the central light screen.
Yeah.
it's all
Or
warm
you can
air,
just make
right?
it.
And
You
it's
can
not-
make it just do like fart sounds and stuff, can't you?
Yeah.
What
Does
colours you
Also,
testing?
Jane, Amy said she'll come on stream whenever.
Oh, game on.
Get her on now.
I'm massively over time.
I'm
That's
still
just
going to
like,
drive
shit,
home.
no, fuck.
I'm still going to drive home tonight. It takes me 2.5 hours to get home. It's going to be a late one tonight.
Yeah, but
You've
there's, like,
got
no one
to
on road.
drive home tonight.
Yeah,
Where are you now?
Preston.
Are you on somebody
You
else's
drive all
computer?
the way to
Driving home to
Preston just to
Nottingham,
come
like-
onto the live stream.
No, I've been here for the last sort of couple of weeks, but I'm driving home tonight for the weekend. So.
When you say here, whose house are you in?
I'm in a house share. I'm renting.
Okay, that's like really weird. It's. I'm sorry, but for the older generation, it sounded like it was like a weekend at Bernie's.
Brilliant film.
Yeah, exactly.
Uncle Bernie's different this year.
He's now Uncle Werther's original. For the people that are old enough, they know what I mean.
Mhm.
Amy is not one of them. And I'm going to say Emily's not one of them either. Nope.
Clearly, I'm not even. I don't know. No, what you're on about.
Oh, right. I'm looking at my list here. What else has changed? So, stock. Yeah, a lot of things are coming in stock. So Z's stock comes in end of next week, I believe. I've been promised.
Nice.
Everything is like up in the air at the moment. So, like, to give you an example. So this will make you laugh, right? So, 17th of November, I placed a massive order with TBS. All right, it is all here now as of yesterday. And normally TBS are really quick, like 2 to 3 days via DHL from Shenzhen to Plymouth, and it's like 2 to 3 days. And you pay for the nose for it. So I placed the order on the 17th of November thinking, no problem, it'll be here in 3 days. Let's do the advert. Everything's coming into stock, crossfire receivers, blah, 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 blah. It arrived yesterday. Now, the reason behind this is that they've been banned from shipping with DHL and UPS.
Ooh. Why?
Right, just to clarify, people, before I
both.
say this on the live stream, I did actually contact traffic and say, are we allowed to say the reason why it's taking so bloody long? So it's not my fault. We can say it's their fault. Anyway, so it inspires that something. They were shipping lipos.
Oh no.
Something went
So
wrong
you
somewhere
said.
along the lines. They weren't like completely specific about what went wrong. So maybe a lipo caught fire whilst on a plane, something along that line, or a van or whatever. And they've been banned from shipping
I know
with
what that
DHL
was.
and UPS, which are really quick. So they stuck my whole order on FedEx.
All right.
And FedEx are just the best way to put it. They're just a complete shit show at the moment. Right? They paid for 2 to 3 day service with FedEx. It got picked up from TBS. It went and sat in a warehouse in Hong Kong somewhere, and stayed there for weeks. And after like shouting at TBS, it eventually made its way to France, where it sat for another week. Then went to Stansted and sat for another week, and then it went to some warehouse in Kingsbury, which is just outside London, and sat there for another couple of days before making it to Exeter and out to delivery.
It's the
There
ones
you
where
go.
they go backwards that annoy me. I've had ones before where you look at the tracking and it's like it's gone past you to a different country, and you're like, how does this make any sense?
The best part, right? The best part about my delivery is that so it was 2 boxes on the same consignment number. One ended up at Exeter FedEx distribution centre to come
Yeah.
delivery for me. The other one made it to Launceston in Cornwall
Huh?
distribution, and on the same day, 2 vans from different opposite sides of Plymouth
arrived at the same time.
arrived
way.
in Plymouth to deliver my 2 boxes that came from one place.
Brilliant.
At the same, did they arrive at the same time? Like literally.
They were about an hour apart from each other.
Oh, that would have been brilliant. Like 2 guys just looking at each other like it's like the Spider-Man meme.
So yeah, if you're using FedEx at the moment, which is all that TBS can use currently, because they haven't fixed the problem with DHL EPS.
What happens,
It's just
Steve?
it's like forever, and unfortunately, everybody in the last 2 months that I've placed orders with, so Xnova and Z's and Runcam. When I've placed all of it, and they've sent me an email with a shipping number on it. I've gone, fuck it, that's freaking FedEx, all of them, and they've literally, my Runcam DJI VGX ones, the Runcam Phoenix, they came into Stansted and they went to Birmingham to come back into Bristol, then down to Exeter, and they went to Launceston and then to Plymouth. And it was just like, oh, really? And they just took weeks. Everything just takes weeks at the moment. So anyway, so they're all here.
Sorry, just with that thing, is it a Runcam? It's basically a Caddx Vista, but is it made by Runcam now then as well?
So the VTX, the actual VTX itself is the same Caddx Vista you get with every DJI compatible VTX. They're all the same there, and just the camera that's different. Yeah. So the VTX is they're all actually made by DJI.
Oh right, okay. Still made, yeah.
It's only the camera and the antenna in that box that's made by Runcam.
All right.
So if you wanted to put the original DJI camera on that VTX, you can. If you wanted to,
I've done that on 2 quads already.
Yeah. So yeah, that Vista, that physical Vista itself, is the same as all the rest of them.
I was just wondering because I obviously got this one, and then I just didn't see any Caddx logos or anything on it at all. It's just Runcam branded, but with the Vista in the box.
Caddx don't actually make that VTX. It's all made by DJI, and then it's licensed to Caddx.
Right. Oh, sick. Nice.
Tight.
Nice.
For people that like watch Brooklyn 399. Oh, Brooklyn. Nice. Tight.
Brooklyn 399.
Yeah, whatever.
Brooklyn Project 399.
Whatever. So that's the reason why the shipping's all over the place. On top of that, Thunder Power is back in stock after. Let me get this right. After 15 months of being out of stock, Thunder Power is back.
Wow.
I know. But literally, they from the first lockdown, they just stopped working. Thunder Power just grind to a halt in Vegas. Vegas was hit hard, and they literally just closed Vegas, didn't they, completely?
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was and Vegas is just like entertainment. The whole city is just entertainment, isn't it? It's gambling, it's hotels, and any other sort of adult entertainment you can think of. So they literally, the US government just went in, just like shut Vegas down completely. And of course, Thunder Power are in Vegas, and they just didn't produce anything. So after 15 months or whatever it was, they are now operational. Now Kim emailed me and said, "Do you want to buy something?" I was like, "Yes, please.
So buy some more."
Yeah. So the Lunar Lander packs that Mr. Steele uses, it's Mr. Steele branded packs, are now back in stock, so they are here. If you want to take out a mortgage as well to get some, you're more than welcome.
I was going to say, how much are they?
Hang on, 42.
Let me just brace myself.
Yeah, they're like 42 quid a pack or something.
Holy shit!
They might even be more than that.
My God,
47 quid.
Let me just have a look. They are a lot.
They're even gold.
I know.
They're even gold.
They are $44.99, so 45 quid a pack. But anything with a moustache branded to it is
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's got to be big money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Apple of FPV.
And to get anything from the States is the shipping is horrendous, and the import tax is horrendous. So it can't. Yeah.
Has anyone bought anything from Europe recently? Like, what's the deal with like import duties and stuff from Europe?
Yeah, you just get charged complete import duties now.
Oh, stupid. Yeah, I was looking to get something for. I need something.
We are not part of the EU anymore.
It's so annoying. So there's something I want to buy from the EU that's like for my glider, right? It's quite a bit of money, but it's cheaper than the equivalent in the UK. But I'd imagine it won't be once I've been charged import duties. Like it's a good sort of 150 quid cheaper in the in the EU than it is in the UK. But after sort of because of the amount it is, I'd imagine I'm going to get charged probably that, if not more, in customs. So
Yeah. Anything from the EU now, you get just as tax as heavy as buying it from the States. There's no difference now.
I remember when I ordered from Pyrodrone once I ordered a toothpick,
Yeah.
kebab FPV toothpick, and whoever it was that posted it for me, the absolute legend, declared the value as like because the ratios, I think it's under 135 quid. They like just don't charge you any customs duty or something. There's something like that along the rules anyway. And they
under
declared
20
it like
euros, and you don't get charged tax.
Whatever they did, they declared the value on the stamp on the front of the parcel. It said the declared value was like 20 quid or something, and it was like 150 quid's worth of parts in there.
Okay.
But the package, because it's a toothpick, you can imagine how big it was. Literally a small parcel, like it was that sort of size, like letter, just big parcel sort of. So yeah, you know what I mean. A small letter, whatever size they use, things like that.
I'm just looking at my show. So it's that. We said about Z's. That's not a problem. Z's should be in next week. Thunder Power's back. HQ Prop. There's an order from HQ Prop on the way. I can't tell you how long it's going to be because he's put it on FedEx again. So I can't help that. Numbskull in the chat says, any 7-inch Gem fans? No, but there is 7-inch on the HQ on the way. So if you want, there is a. I know James is going to go on. James, say it.
I'm sure Gemfan has some excellent 7-inch props.
They do, but I haven't ordered them.
Holding back. He was holding back that he was trying to.
It's taken him an hour and 40.
Funny story, right? I had an argument recently with GemFan because, like I said, a couple of months ago, I placed big orders with everybody, and when I'm placing orders, I always say to the reps, "Is there something new coming that I need to know about that I can pre-order so that you can put it with this order? If you want to delay this order for a week or two, put it with it, and then I'll get it, and I don't have to place another order and blah 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 blah." And everybody I've spoken to has gone, nope, there's nothing new coming. Great. Jamfan said to me, nope, nothing new coming. Right? So I gave him an order. They sent me an invoice. I paid it. The very next day, I get an email, like a dealer newsletter. Oh, there are about 5 different sets of new props on the way.
Pretty dirty there.
So
Not
I went
happy.
back to them, went mental at them, and then they just like, well, we can't change anything. I was like, fine, give them money back, cancel the order.
Yeah, I was going to say, surely you just ask for a refund and then place a new order.
Yeah. So, and the problem is, they then proceed to give me a price lift of release dates for new props over the next 6 months. So, and when you look at it, so in the next 6 months, there's about 7 to 8 new sets of props coming out.
Wow.
And that is a lot of stock to buy when you've still got a lot of stock left. It's
and
not only...
It's colour ranges as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's not only 7 or 8 sets of props, is it? It's 7 or 8 props, different sets of props in 5 or 6 different colours.
Mm.
And you've got to buy 200 sets of each colour of each prop minimum, because they have minimum order quantities. It's a lot of money all of a sudden.
That is.
And that's just freaking ridiculous. So, yes, they upset me. I wasn't the greatest fan of the day.
Oh, that is a shame. But yeah, it does sound a bit tricky.
It does. But, I mean, Jean at HQ, love him. He like produces a new prop like once every 4 months.
And they're all good.
Kelsey, you still sponsored by GemFan?
Decent as well.
When was the last time you got a shipment from them?
Really good, but I honestly don't know because I just disappeared for like a year.
I know.
Which I'll admit, I really did just disappear for like a year, but
We
like I have
know.
no idea.
I
feel
think it was
like
the
I sort of did that
beginning
as
of the
well, to be
year,
fair.
wasn't it? The beginning of the year was the last package we got.
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? Maybe.
Things happen so quick. I'm
I
not.
Yeah.
can't remember. I spent like 6 or 7 months in the same room like every day, so like it all blurred into just one at the moment. No idea.
What are people's plans for next year then? People thinking of flying more or any plans?
If we can get
Oh,
out
we're
more,
gonna go
yeah,
on a road
fly
trip.
more.
that actually work.
My next year is all over the place, so I'm here, there, and everywhere.
I really like. I've got like 6 quads on my wall at home, but I have not got a clue which ones work and which ones don't. So I feel like I should probably. I'm kind of tempted to sell what I can and then just start fresh, build like a couple new rigs, like a couple new race rigs, and then a new freestyle rig.
I'm trying to resurrect an old rig that I've got actually. The one I use on that TikTok video.
Yeah.
I was just in the middle of. I just
Yeah.
thought I'd strip it down, clean it, and rebuild it.
Mm.
Nice.
6-inch alien.
Getting on.
I didn't
Love
know
it.
What a
this.
quad?
Love
Oh,
it.
is it
Inside.
6 inch?
I'm
Is
still
it a full
flying the
6 inch body?
Neutrino.
Yee.
Neutrino's Dawn, man. I love this. Well, this for freestyle, Apex for cinematic stuff.
Yeah, I find
And
that
the
heavier
Apex.
frames work better for cinematic stuff.
Yeah, I like you can just chuck it around, and also it's just got so much mounting and everything. Like I've got 2 different GoPro mounts on it and stuff like that, so you can
Yeah, I do like the way that John came
stick
up
one
with
on the front, and
design
then you can
for the-
actually. I've got a little nubbin thing on the back, or if you can see it.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it's just like a workhorse, and it's just never failed either. And I haven't crashed it in like months.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Touch wood, Georgie.
Yeah, I'm gonna crash it tomorrow.
Touch wood.
He said it.
Everyone jinxes themselves here. Shane
Yeah.
jinxed himself before.
I don't jinx. I don't believe in that jinxing. Like, I mean, I'm just lucky now. I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best thing to crash when you're filming someone else because they just think you're shit. So, but to an FPV pilot, you know it's going to happen. But like to other people, they're like,
The clients, they don't
just
expect it, do they?
I just heard a big bang.
Right, all right.
Right.
Last topic before we go, then, because we are 54 minutes over time. Never mind.
Just
Yeah.
As normal,
So
then.
throughout since the beginning of lockdown to now, what is the worst thing you've done?
Just generally, or like
Just in general, between the first lockdown in March 2020
Oh, I've got one.
to now, what is
I've
the
got one.
worst thing you've done, or it could be the worst piece of shit that you've bought, the worst whatever.
I have.
Right,
Mine
go on, Luke.
first.
Go on, you go first.
Right, so I was doing like a week of gliding at the place in Wales that I go to in September, and quite a few nights. Well, it's 2 weeks, but one of the nights we got rather drunk on cocktails, and it was probably about 4:30, and I decided to drive back. This wasn't on roads. This is a closed like airfield. I decided to drive back to the campsite, and I felt so bad after this, and I decided, me being me, to go out for a raz down the runway and then in the car. This is just after I got my new car, and I had my friend in with me, and going down the runway, it started to slow down, sort of just towards the end. I was probably doing about 40, just like braking. Next thing I know, a badger runs out, and I kill the badger.
Oh,
Yeah, but
felt
what happened to
so
your
bad.
car though?
My
I bet
car,
it
the front end of
destroyed
my
your
car was. The front end of the car wasn't actually. I got off very lightly, to be fair. For the speed I hit it and the size of the badger, I got off very lightly.
Could have been
But
worse.
I felt
Could have been
so-
140.
It didn't help,
Yeah.
but I'm still sort of drunken, and I got back to sort of the clubhouse because I had to tell someone, and I just started crying, like I just.
Why is Kelsey cringing?
One of the instructors just came up to me. He was also pissed. He was just like, "I will kick you if you don't stop crying."
I must admit, out of all the outcomes of that story, I didn't expect it to be that you killed a badger.
It didn't go so well.
all the bad things.
I got these from when I left my local gliding club. I got these as a goodbye sort of.
Oh,
My mate gets all of his, like, if he kills an animal by accident on the road, he gets them tattooed on his arm. You should get a badge tattoo.
Badger tattoo.
That's a bit random. That
Do
is.
you know the really sad thing as well is
Yeah.
my sort of kids like
They're all
my
the ones
favorite
I've killed,
my
you see.
favorite cuddly toy as a kid was a fluffy badger.
oh.
So yeah.
Oh, PTSD.
There. Any other stories? Steve, you're being very quiet up there.
Suspiciously quiet. Spill the beans.
Come on, Steve. You
Max
must have done
is
something
135.
seriously bad.
Nah, as I told you earlier, my oh, that was before we streamed, wasn't it? I told you about that. So yeah,
So, yeah.
here we go.
Come on.
So there I was, minding my own business, you know,
Where was this
trying to warm up the lower back muscles on my torso, and
For what
I decided-
reason?
well, I had a knot in the bottom of my back, and you know, a small water bottle, you know, kind of alleviates the pain a bit.
Do you
sitting in
believe
my-
this?
Hold on,
You
hold
have-
on, hold on, hold on. So, anyway,
So confused.
I was filling up this water bottle, okay? So I'm over the
Oh.
sink, got a kettle, hot water's going in, fills it up to the top, and it goes above the screw bit on the spout. So I'm like trying to tip it out a little bit. I'm holding on to the fabric of the hot water bottle itself, and it slips just a little bit, enough for me to react and try and grab the water bottle to stop it from falling. But I squeeze it too much, and all the hot water just goes everywhere and completely burns on my arm.
Oh.
Brutal.
Hey, look.
Epic
Brutal.
fail.
Bro.
Epic
Ooh.
fail.
I've got a tan line somewhere.
Oh.
Come on, Jab. You must have a war story, Jab.
No, I haven't got anything like that. No, it's been very tame. Very tame.
What? George?
Was it worst thing the whole year?
Oh, since March 2020, since
Right, well, I'm going to keep it quad related then. And, well, it is kind of bad. It's not that bad, to be fair. I was saying earlier about crashing on set. We were filming for an e-scooter company that does like a e-scooter racing championship.
Oh, that
And
was
we're-
funny, wasn't it?
And
What?
we were in this multi-story car park filming these guys on e-scooters and stuff like that, and like racing all around the poles and stuff or whatever.
I know which shoot you're on about. Was this when the one that like was being
Messaged
sent round
everyone.
literally
That's the
everyone,
one. That's the
including
one. Yeah,
the
that
wing
is the
people
one.
from London. Yeah,
That's the one.
literally
So
everyone
me-
got messages.
Me and Luke Bannister ended up doing that, and we flew together, and literally I think it was actually the second shot, to be fair. The second shot, we were going, so Luke was behind the scooter and I was in front, and I was like sort of wanting to go over this guy's head, and there just wasn't quite enough. We were doing it with cine whoops, so it was like ducted and stuff like that anyway, but I crashed straight into the dude's head.
Oh no.
He was wearing a helmet, like full face helmet, so he didn't hurt or anything, but it just like, you know, that second shot of the day, director's looking at you and all this, and you're like, bang, straight into his head, boom. The quad falls down 2 levels on the multi-story.
No.
And then I'm just chill. I go down, pick it up. It's fine. It's all good. You know, everyone's like in disbelief, sort of like, oh my god, that quad's totally fine. Get back up and fly again. But the worst thing is that they used the crash in the edit.
Oh
Nice.
no.
Yeah,
Nice.
but it's
Lovely
kind of sick because the crash is a really good transition. It goes straight into the dude's head and just goes, you know, to the next shot. So it does kind of work, and the director kind of loved it, and I redeemed myself. I redeemed myself by not crashing the rest of the day, and Luke Bannister did crash the rest of the day. So
Oh, Luke was probably pissed.
probably, but that was like the one thing where that's why I know now not to crash on set. Don't ever crash anywhere near anyone that is you know, watching you.
Maut, Kels, any stories? I've seen Maut cut up a cucumber with a pressure washer.
What?
Yeah, I've done a lot of stupid stuff. Yeah.
Kiddo
That's about all.
Cranzo.
can't think anything that I've done, but like in terms of things that have happened.
You haven't crashed your car yet?
Sorry, Emily's just put in the chat. I fell down some stairs and ripped the banister off the wall.
Jesus Christ. That's good
I got a
going.
Snapchat video of when that first happened, so yeah, I can preach for that. And I don't know, I fell down the stairs like 5 times this year. Apart from that, I haven't done anything. But I had someone hit my car while I was parked up.
What?
I was parked up. Me and Amy went to KFC, and then we went to Sankey Valley, which is like a park nearby. And
To skateboard, yeah?
no,
Oh.
just out. And then I came back, and it was dark, and I looked at my car, and there was a massive dent in the back, like the boot. Like a massive dent as well, and it ripped the V off my number plate and everything. Amy said I was there. And yeah, it just, I don't know who did it, and I don't know whether it happened at the KFC or Sankey Valley, because like I don't check my boot every time I look.
Has
like,
it been
at my
repaired
car.
though? You repaired it?
We just replaced the entire boot panel.
Oh Christ, not bad.
It was horrendous. Yeah.
Let me see if I've got a picture. I've got
Really
pictures of it.
Did it look like a car hit it, or was it like a post?
Someone must have reversed into me at like some sort of force.
You know the pickup trucks, like the Navaro or something, whatever it is.
Yeah,
It's
they are.
about that height. Just stoved the back end in it.
Wow.
Bumper was cracked.
Did,
Number plate gone.
did it
So
take out
I-
your rear windscreen or anything like that? Oh,
So
hell.
the whole back was
Jesus.
dented,
Wow.
Everything was leaking in.
and
Yeah,
it
right.
ripped. It cracked
Oh,
the bottom here, and it ripped the V off my number plate.
Oh, what?
Oh, what? Is the V raised? How's it rip the V off and leave the yellow bit?
Yeah, it's like one of them 3D fancy number plates.
Yeah.
Ah.
One of those illegal type ones.
4D ones.
Yeah, I didn't think you were allowed that.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Get away with
You know,
it, basically.
she'll get pulled up, not me.
Smooth.
Yeah, but it's fine. You know,
I'm well jealous of the FPV number plate.
The only thing that I've done is I've bought way too much rum and drank way too much
you bought too much what?
rum.
Nice.
I've got bottles.
We've drank way too many bottles
empty
of rum.
bottles of rum.
Oh, of course, now that Kelsey's Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Kels, remind me at the end of the show, I'm going to give you a telephone number for AE, alright?
my God.
Really bad. Got bottles.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Spent way too much money on.
The problem is that nobody can miss my new car because when it comes to when it's parked outside, we've noticed this today. When it's parked outside the house, right? When your car is longer than your house is wide, you have a problem. we didn't realise it was that freaking big until we got it home. Because we've got security cameras outside the house. So I'll show you what it looks like on the security camera.
Oh my.
It's huge.
That's what she said.
At least your car's covered.
Yeah, it's just like it's massive. It is a huge car. Daniel, Tooney, any stories?
No,
What?
nothing interesting.
Nothing interesting.
Like crashing robots about in a machine, but nothing majorly interesting.
What's this? Crashing robots? What's this?
Just tinkering.
Oh, God.
Tinkering at work on machines in commissioning. You make a nice modification, think that'll do, and then it goes gadum, and you're like,
Oh.
what was that?
I put in the random chat how my car came out the other side of that Badger incident.
Oh, look, I was going to ask you, how's your resin printing going?
Good, yeah. It's mostly my dad that does it, to be fair, but I did a few bits here and there on it and sort of got the hang of using it.
This is
and stuff,
one of the sad things I did over lockdown, right?
mastered the art of resin printing.
Pretty much. So this, if you can guess what it is, ready?
Oh, what the? What the fuck?
It's a
that?
complete Kylo Ren lightsaber.
Lightsaber. Yeah.
Is it?
Like-
Oh right, yeah.
Full
Okay.
size in resin.
What did you think it was?
Oh,
Giant
wow.
Ah, yeah, here we go.
God, I hate my mind.
How long did that take to print?
Sorry?
How long did it take?
About a day.
Wow.
But it's
Is this
solid.
why you couldn't print that GoPro 10 mount I was after?
Not in
You
resin,
were
mate.
printing that?
Although you don't want it in this, there is no flex in this whatsoever.
All right.
And it shatters like instantly.
Ooh.
Where like the so the flexible stuff can like print really small items really well, but it's like so expensive. So the lightsaber took like 1.5 liters of resin to
Jeez.
print that, which is not too bad because that resin, because it's like a PLA equivalent, is like 20 quid a litre. So that's 30 quid worth of resin in
like
that.
150 quid, isn't it?
Sorry?
Flexi stuff's about 150 quid.
Yeah, so a litre is about 150 quid.
Crazy.
So a GoPro mount is, it costs like a tenner to print because it's like
Yeah.
£10 worth of resin.
My buddy's got a YouTube channel
Nice.
where he makes massive resin prints like that and spends tons of money.
Yeah,
on it.
it's silly money.
He's got a sponsor now, though. To be fair, so he sort of gets a lot for free.
Yeah, resin
prints
printing is just horrendous.
Yeah.
But anyway, there you go. Right, let's end this chat. This stream, we are an hour and 8 minutes over time.
Yeah. I've just been delivered some cheesy chips. So,
Who gave you that?
huh?
Who gave you that, Mr. Wiggles?
Mr. Wiggles?
Yeah.
Has he given up? No.
No, to give you the cheesy chips.
Oh no, this is Beth that gave me the cheesy chips. My girlfriend just came back and brought some cheesy chips home.
Where is she? Let's say hi.
Oh god, they said say hi.
Come on.
Okay, everybody. So busy.
Huh?
Right.
Hey!
Oh.
One day,
They'll say,
Kels would do that with her
"Whoa,
boyfriend.
hello." Sorry.
And then you see Malk behind, like, murder him.
Just in the background. No.
Mark, you wish you lived down here because you've literally got the entire Dartmoor to go and bury them on. They'll never find them.
Nah, you get bloodstains in his Tesla.
Hey,
The
Pussycat.
cat's attacking you.
I wouldn't use my car.
Smelt the chips.
You can cut them up
Yeah,
and
that's
squeeze
what
them in the
she
back of the Citroen. Dear me. Anyway, right, let's end it there because we are massive at time. So, thank you for joining us. I think we will do more streams. I think I'm trying to kind of aiming for about one a month. If you guys were happy with that, I think one a week is a bit too much.
One a month sounds good.
Especially with the way that my work is currently going on. Fran is kind of doing more Drone's Life than I am at the moment when I'm away. When I'm away, Fran is Drone's Life and I'm not. Of course, if I'm
Thanks,
not around
Fran.
the stream. So, yeah, so I'm trying to... I think one a month is kind of realistic. I don't want to do one a week. I think that's just a bit too much. But it was nice to do one this evening and catch up a bit. It's been a long time.
It has.
I mean, it's not a long time for me and Stephen. I mean, me and Stephen game quite a bit.
Yeah.
I did
Maybe too much.
I did message Eric if he wanted to pop on this evening, but he was too busy. So, but it would have been nice if he popped on. But there you go. So, I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. It's been a blast from the past, but it's nice. So yeah, we'll do something in January, and then hopefully something in the coming year as well. But until then, it's a goodbye from Stephen.
Good night.
It's a goodbye from George.
Good night.
It's
Bye-bye.
a goodbye from Luke.
Night all.
From Daniel.
Hey.
From Jab.
See you all later on.
Kelsey Milk. Did he actually say anything? I wasn't.
Were they
looking.
muted? I saw
don't
Mel's
know.
move.
And so it's a goodbye from me as well. And don't forget, if you want to enter the competition, there is that text. That's the reason that text is existing on the bottom of the screen. You can win a set of these X-Nova motors. Good deal. I mean, they're normally 74 quid in the store. You can get them for nothing. So yeah, have an enter and see what you can do. But until then, until next time, peeps. Goodbye to Amy in the chat. Bye, Amy. We love you, Amy.
Bye, Amy.
And Emily.
Yeah, Emily too.
Emily,
Bye,
yeah.
Emily. Any friends of Kelsey's is a friend of ours. So until next month, people, have a good Christmas, a happy New Year, because it is that time. And we'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
Go.